Hi everyone, I'm Michaela Angshed, and today I thought I'd walk you through how I made the 6 Feet Under music video.
Whoa, the world was spinning. I feel it here in my heart.
So if you see here on the screen, I'm watching it on my computer right now, the original drawing I had for the clocks. So I went onto Amazon and I bought 5 clocks. It cost me about $96, but luckily there are free returns, so our budget still remained $0. It took Annie and I about 30 to 40 minutes before the crew got there to set up these clocks on her ceiling fan. But once we turned on the fan, they were banging on the wall, so having to actually do math for once in my life and calculate how long I needed the fishing wire to be was a lot. But ultimately, the end result was just like perfect.
My friends got tired of hearing me gush.
So what might be boring to some people, but was actually super fun for me, was creating the storyboard or the treatment. So as you can see here, I just took a bunch of like stock images from online of shots that kind of grasp what my brain was thinking, and then I did timestamps. I try to get as much footage as I can and not worry so much as, is this exactly like the storyboard? The storyboard is there for me to not lose my brain, and because I shared this with Annie to make sure that she was comfortable with everything, she liked everything, and for the cast and the crew to understand exactly what my creative vision is and how we can achieve that together. But a lot of this is just trial and error. I'm a huge believer on get as much footage as you possibly can. I love getting ideas from the crew and being like, how can I do this more creatively? And we got to really get into the unique shots between door frames and refracting from a mirror and just trying to see what I could use in her space, because again, this was not a set, this was just her apartment. Of course I wanted to be as professional as I could, but I was trying to be less action, cut, and more just whatever you're comfortable with. Let's just have this roll. We have the time. Obviously this doesn't cost us any money. Let's just see what we can get through your natural reactions and conversation. So these actors, Delilah and Dylan, were wonderful to work with, and there were so many laughs. A lot of this was trial and error. I rarely work with actors, so it was so lovely to finally kind of get into that space and to kind of get into the nitty-gritty of how I want them to interact with each other. And it was so important for me to make sure that they were comfortable, especially because they were portraying a couple. I did not go into this project trying to get a lot of behind-the-scenes shots, but it turns out that I got footage from me sort of directing. A lot of it was me explaining over text, explaining in person as soon as they got there, trying to make sure everyone's comfortable before we press record, because I know there can be a lot of pressure because none of us are professionals, and I thought it was really important that we go through every single thing that I'm expecting of them, and whatever they're not comfortable with, we can work around. And with all of that, that is how we got the music video that you see today in front of you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.